Hey folks, Dave Apollo here from Maximus Internet Marketing. This is Web Wednesday. So this week I want to talk about a little more about websites. And when you build a website, when you look at your website that you currently have, you need to think of a couple things that sometimes we get a little lost in the sauce. And we want to put so much information on our websites and everything that we do and lots of good content. And that stuff's fine. And that content is more going to help you with the website crawlers when Google comes out and crawls and indexes your website. So it's important to have good content on your site and making sure your metadata is done correctly and the right way so that your Google crawlers can come out, know exactly what you do, and that's going to help you with your off-page SEO efforts. That being said, most people coming to your website are not going to spend a lot of time on your website reading through a whole lot of information. We want to capture their interest within 5 to 10 seconds, and we want them to actually contact you. That is, as a marketer, as someone who gets leads to our clients, we want conversions. That should be your main objective with your website if you are actively looking for new business. Conversions, not having a ton of different information on there for people to get lost in. We want to make it easy for them to contact you, not more difficult for them to contact you. There's lots of studies done. The average time on a website across all industries online is less than 1 minute. It's about 52 to 54 seconds, depending on what study that you see. So that should tell you everything you need to know, that when someone comes to a website, they're usually not looking to read a whole lot of information, unless it's something that's, very, very specific. Not a lot of people do, something that they don't really understand. Most people are just looking for a way to contact you. So what is important to have on your website? Your phone number needs to be super visible. You need to have the ability for them to call you very quickly. Some people like text messages. You can have an availability, call or text, make it even easier. Chat. There's plenty of different third-party services out there that you can use to answer your chats. You can have someone do it in your office. And then also just, form submissions so someone can contact you very simply. You want these things throughout your pages with buttons and different call to actions so that someone can contact you very, very quickly and you can turn that into a conversion. Versus having all this information on your website that most people are not going to reach. The average time on a website is less than 1 minute. So do not think someone's going to go on there and just read a whole bunch of crazy information on your website. Will that happen from time to time? Sure. Is it good to have good content on your website? 100% it is. But just remember, your main objective should be conversions. Conversions. Make it easy for people to contact you. That is what's going to turn into money for you. Let's take this a step further, because I think this is important to talk about as well. Your website is going to be your number one salesperson. They are always on. They are 100%, 24/7, never take a sick day, never on vacation. They are working for you 24/7, 365 days a year. That being said, the next point of contact needs to be just efficient. So if you're answering the phone unprofessionally, if whoever you have answering the phone is answering unprofessionally, if they're being combative, if they're mean to people, if they are quick to get off the phone, you are throwing money out the window. If you are not answering your emails and your form submissions within 5 to 10 minutes of them sending them into you, you are throwing money out the window. If your chats do not work properly and whoever is answering those chats doesn't know what they're saying or doing and they're answering people the wrong way, you are throwing money out the window. So you need to understand this, that when a lead comes through, you need to handle that quickly and efficiently, and you need to be nice to these people because they want to give you money. They're calling you to do commerce with you. So let's be professional. Let's actually take the time to find out what they need, do some fact-finding questions, and offer them a quick solution on what you can do, whether that's setting up an estimate, giving them the information that they're looking for a potential sale, whatever it is. You need to make sure that you're doing this properly. You need to do training on this. You need to do spot checking on this. I will call your own phone and see how people are answering the phone. This stuff is all super important because I could tell you as a marketing agency, when we record our calls and look at the leads that come through, we see a whole lot of companies leaving a lot of meat on the bones. We see a whole lot of companies doing the wrong things. And we try to advise these companies without being too abrasive. But at the end of the day, my job is to get you leads. What you do with them leads when they come through, that is, at the end, your problem. But I want to make sure that I give you the right advice to make sure that you're doing this proper so you don't turn around and say, I suck, or the leads I'm sending you suck. Because what you do once you get them leads isn't always that great, and you need to understand that. Have a script. Have questions that you want to ask these people when they call you. Fact-finding questions. When they give an objection, ask why. Tell me why. What do you see? What better price are you getting? Like let's not just hang up the phone on these people. They have money in their hand basically to give you to do business. And I promise you, your sales, your business, all of that can be so much better if you have these best practices in mind. So just think about that, guys. There's plenty of information. There's consultings that are out there. There's all kinds of stuff out there that can help you close these leads that come through. Your marketing agency should be helping you with this. They should be telling you what you should have on your website to make sure people can contact you. This stuff all ties in together and will make you more money when you do it right. But that's it, guys. Web Wednesday. Talked a little bit about conversions as well. Talked a little bit about some best practices on what you should do when a lead does come through. All this stuff is important. You need to pay attention to it. This is money that's coming in that you may be potentially throwing out the window if you do not do this right. That's it. Web Wednesday. I'll see you next week.